Welcome back to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, on this week's episode, pickup lines
Oh
for
boy, no.
ladies of the night.
Oh no.
But before we get to that, we're going to talk a little about, we got to talk about two-time Big Bobby Mack at the Scottish Open. And then I guess we're going to talk about the Open Championship. You good sir, may call it the British Open.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nobody else does, bud.
Nobody else
I
does.
don't. I don't. We might make us some other shit to talk about in the end. I was well. I kind of just did make up some stuff to talk about at the end, at the beginning. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll save that for the end. That way everybody's
Oh
tuned
boy.
out and nobody. By the way, apologies if I offended anyone. Maybe you offended them last week, Dan. I don't know.
Uh, I might have.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's you.
Uh, allegedly, some folks in Massachusetts were listening to the show.
Oh, were they?
Allegedly, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Said a few people got called out.
Oh, what did they have to say about it?
I said, yeah, call a spade, and
Mm-hmm.
then I promptly followed up with, "Can you say that anymore? Like, is that term still viable in today's times?" I don't know if it is or it isn't. So I quickly recanted and said apologies.
Oh,
Yeah, but
nice.
but but you're coming off like a masshole. It's exactly what I'm talking about right there.
Mm,
It's exactly what I was mentioning.
that's right. Yep.
Thanks for keeping the stereotype alive.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, I know you got some big news you want to talk about.
Oh,
I know
oh yeah.
I know you've got a little boasting to do over there.
Well, we picked some winners
Um,
last week.
we did pick some winners last week. We looking good. We're winning money in the one and done thus
Mm-hmm.
far. That's our third win on the season, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the Scottish Open doesn't pay very well.
No.
And but congratulations to one Bobby Mack, man. I thought the Aussie was going to throw another shrimp on the
I
Bobby.
know.
I thought he was going to run him down, man. I'm like, you know what? Here's one for the old guys.
Exactly.
The old guys coming through, getting it done. But he just can't quite get there. And what a horrible shot, by the way. Was it on 17 where he pushed it to the right and then he dunked or maybe it was 18 where he
I
pushed
think
it
it
to
was
the right on the
18.
approach and
I
then
think it was.
he kind of. By the way, that chip shot, I hit
Mm.
one almost like that on number 15 at River Pines over the weekend.
Oh,
So
did you?
I know how he feels. I know how he
You know how
feels.
he feels.
I know how he feels. I was just disappointed in my efforts. It wasn't my best showing as of late, but I made it through.
Hmm.
So talk to me, Scottish Open. So before we
Okay.
get into your boasting
Yep.
about all this, and I don't know, you tisk you shouldn't share how much you bet.
Oh, I'm not going
And
to.
I didn't know DraftKings accepted silver
Oh yeah.
as a currency. I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
know you could break it down.
Bitcoin,
I didn't know
silver.
I didn't know you
Hmm.
could break it down to the
Hmm.
25-cent pieces. You may call them quarters. So what do we think about the Renaissance Club? Is the golf course as soft as the name is?
It seemed like it, right? Big scores.
I mean, the weather couldn't have been more benign. Of which, if foreshadowing into, I guess it'd be forecasting if you were a professional into what
Hmm.
we're going to see, um, also in Scotland this week at the Open
Yep.
Championship.
Yep.
We're it's going to be colder. We got wind, we've got rain, we've got exactly what you think about when you think about Scottish golf. It's going to happen, and when you don't have it, you got these pros picking the place apart.
Well, we always said that courses are built for conditions. We talked to PB about it, when during COVID, you saw what happened at Augusta, you saw what happened out at Hilton Head,
Yeah.
and they have their protections and defenses. And when you don't get those conditions, it is what it is, man, you know? So
You win the
yeah,
Scottish Open at 18 under.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Uh,
Pretty cool for this guy. How much singing do you think happened after this win?
yeah, I think he sang the only Scottish band ever in history. He sang, "I would walk 500 miles again." Yeah, here's the thing, man. I mean, this was like Babe Ruth-esque. I mean, he's
Yeah.
calling his shot
Hmm.
on Saturday. And if there's, other outside of a major, if there's any
Hmm.
other tournament that I could win, it's
Hmm.
this one. It's
Hmm.
this one.
Right.
And he's in contention and he gets it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely gets it done. What I mean, talk about clutch. Those Scots, man.
Clutch.
Those Scots. Are we going to see a repeat this week?
I don't know about that.
Well, I heard you. So I don't know. Sometimes the bot, spouts off
Yeah.
with things, spouts
Yeah.
off with things, and I don't
Yeah.
know if it's legitimate or not. I don't know if it actually follows through.
Mm.
Did the bot follow through on the bets?
Oh yeah, of course it did. We won, of course. You said take the field, and we took the field against the big
Take the
guns.
field.
Won that one.
Take the field.
Sahith won that one against his grouping there. And of course we had Bobby. We had Bobby Mack and
Plus 4,500. Hey,
plus 4,500. Yeah. Good win.
had him in the one and done also.
Oh, nice.
We're down to we're at double digit placement in the one and done, by the way.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
feeling good about it, Clark. Real good.
Real good. Yeah.
Anybody else who kind of did
Surprised
it
me?
who surprised? I mean, Adam Scott. Like I think that was a
That was kind of a
surprise
surprise.
for
Yeah.
everybody, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it
Hmm.
has. I think statistically, Scott's been having a pretty good year. Not the Scott, but Adam Scott, the Aussie,
Hmm.
has been having
Hmm.
a pretty good year. But yeah, I was definitely surprised. I think that so in again looking into what we're going to be doing for the Open this week, especially as it relates to DraftKings. I mean, Bobby Mack and Adam Scott, they've got to be highly owned.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
I would think so. Um,
What
got
about
Collins up there and Sungjae, and then your boy Hotel Clark. He had a top 10. Look at that.
I saw him squeaking in there. He tends to play kind of well on these links courses for whatever reason.
Well, he did
It
shoot a 62 on Sunday.
doesn't hurt. Doesn't
Doesn't
hurt.
hurt. Yeah,
That's for sure. What about Aaron Rye? He just
right there.
he just keeps showing up, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a heavy look for me this week. I don't
Mm-hmm.
not to win the tournament, but definitely as a DraftKings play. And I mean maybe a top 10. I could
Mm-hmm.
see that coming out of him, which we'll get into the field a little bit more. Um, who else kind of stuck out? McIlroy. What's going on with McIlroy?
Well, he
I
comes
mean,
out and he goes, "I'm going to vacation more. I'm going to have more fun. I spent way too much time on golf. I haven't had a vacation in so long." And then he goes out there and top fives or whatever he does. So yeah.
is he going to be able to shake off the tournament, the tournament victory that was not at Pinehurst
Apparently, I mean, pretty strong. Yeah.
coming
He's
in at
trending wrong though.
T4.
65, 66, 67 to 68.
I mean, not what you want to see from one Rory McIlroy. You
Yeah.
mentioned him, Sungjae Im looked good. The Gala once again showing up.
Yeah.
Morikawa showing up.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
I thought we had something with Morikawa, man. I
Hmm.
thought we were getting ready to see another major victory from Collin Morikawa. But no, we did not. What about Oberg? What's your take on Oberg? Is it? Do you think he's confused because of the way they're calling him Oberg, but it's spelled Aberg? Is he just lost out there on the golf course? I mean, what's going on with this guy?
I think he's right there. I mean, we thought maybe some injuries and, I mean, for him to have T4, I mean, strong. Yeah. He's right
Which
there.
which were lingering. Yeah, a couple other notables this week that that I think might be interesting looks.
I thought
for.
Oberg, I mean, like he was probably the favorite to win on what, Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was his to lose for sure, which he did.
yeah.
Alex Noren finished his T10. Pretty good showing. Had a good season. Tom Kim flashes a little bit here at T15. Surprised at Xander at T15 here. I don't know. Is he just didn't care? I mean, it's kind of
I'll play next week.
Who
Little
else?
warm up.
Little warm up. Yeah, Brian Harman T21. Let's look at some folks that weren't as fortunate.
Deep down. Yeah.
And didn't have a good showing, of which I'm surprised. I don't know what that means for next week. We'll have to talk about that. Hoagie miscut, Benion miscut, Hideki miscut. I think we had him in our in the lineup that we that we were boasting and bragging about. Who else in? Jordan Spieth miscut. I mean, I thought if he was going to kind of pull something together, it ain't going to be any better for him this week. Billy Ho miscut. Emiliano Grillo, who's generally played well at these link style courses, miscut. The other Fitzpatrick miscut.
Yep.
Who else is in here? The Glove missed the cut. Wiesberger, I think I was talking about him. Rosie,
Zalatoris.
Lots of.
Then you have Max.
Yeah,
T70 for Max.
Okay. Bucky.
I'm not hot on Max. Are you hot on Max?
I know I'm not hot on. Get out of here. What are you talking about? No. What are you waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning to go watch Max Homa tee off at the Open Championship? No, thank you. If I wake up at 3 in the morning, I'm going back to bed. Well, maybe, I don't know. Depends on who. Yeah, I don't know. All in all, good fun. I quite like the Scottish Open. I don't know that that it has. I guess it technically has a permanent home at the Renaissance Club, as long as it's being held or being managed by the folks that are managing it, right? I mean, they bought the Renaissance Club to host the Scottish Open, allegedly. So, let's see. Ooh, good news. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else on the Scottish Open for you? I don't get anything. I got nothing else.
No, I think I'm good. Yeah, but good event. And what'd you think about Sergio?
I thought, well, when I looked at the players that would be involved, that would be participating in the Open Championship, I thought, wow. Like that's I mean, now granted, Sergio had a chance to qualify for the Open Championship, and he didn't. They put him on the clock, and he was bitching about that, and then they were bitching about him bitching. So he was bitching about that. I mean, he's a complainer.
Yeah,
a nagger. He just nags. So I think, yeah. I mean, I think good on him. But I kind of also think, he's ranked third on LIV right now. He's the third ranked player on LIV. This victory didn't help. Yeah, he's had a couple of second place finishes, fifth place, and then a win this week. So yeah, it's third on Team LIV.
Well, good for him.
Who do you think is ranked ahead of him? You only got 54 players to choose from, so I feel like you can whittle this down to at least like not a completely incorrect answer.
Pat Reed.
That's a negative.
Oh.
Pat Reed is he's down the Pat Reed's ranked 18th, middle of the pack.
Bryson.
Oddly enough, Bryson has not played all that well I mean, he's played fine, but he's ranked ninth on LIV.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah.
These are tough rankings.
Let's see. Oh, I'll give you a hint. Sergio won this week's tournament in this player's home country, which is also his home country.
Jon Rahm.
Yeah. So Jon Rahm ranked second.
I thought Jon Rahm had like a crappy year on LIV.
I mean, I'm just saying it. He finished T10 at Andalusia. Isn't that where we just came from? Andalusia, right?
Yeah.
And then T3 the week before that. He's hit Jon Rahm's worst finish at a LIV event this year is T10. And he's got a pair of them.
Really?
Worst finish
at
is
Valderrama, huh? Valderrama.
Worst finish is a T10.
Wow.
Unless I'm looking at the right. No, I'm looking at the right thing. So yeah. Number one. Let's see. He's from, I don't know if he resides there or not, but he's from a country in South America.
Crazy.
Are you going to guess? Number one. Jon Rahm's number two.
Louis O.
Nope. No, but I want to talk about Louis O for this week. I think that could be very interesting. No, this guy's much younger than Louis O. Much younger. He was electric at the beginning of the year. I don't think he's been in a
Burmeister.
Nope. No, Burmeister's not even close. Yeah, Burmeister's 6th. Louis O's 5th, by the way. Hold on. I said a country. I didn't say a country in South Africa. I said a country in South America.
I thought you said South Africa.
Well, I may have, but what I meant was the other South,
sued America,
the other South continent.
Ortiz.
He's on Torque Golf Club.
Ortiz.
No, it is not. But I think they are both.
Answer.
No, you're horrible at this game. Horrible. I hope your bets are not as bad as this is. I mean, well, shit, we're down to.
You're quizzing me on LIV Golf.
What do we got? What do we got left? 3 players left. I mean, surely to God, and only one of them's from South America. Surely to God, you can get this right.
You tell me. I don't know.
Jocko.
Oh, that makes sense.
What? That he's from South America? Well, it should, Dan, because he's from South America.
We gotta get the tape rewound on that one.
I don't know. I'm almost in my mind. I definitely said South America.
Okay. Well, so yeah.
Tyrrell Hatton's 4th, by the way.
Yeah, he's been playing good too.
Just so you know. Let's see. Who's some other notables on the LIV Tour that are going to be showing? Oh, so here's some people that haven't been playing good. A friend of the show. I hate to say it. Hudson Swafford's not playing very well. They actually had to go and draft a wild card so Hudson wouldn't be DFL. Hudson's coming in at 55. Bubba Watson is at 50, but he's not playing. I want to talk about people that are playing this week. Phil Mickelson, 44th.
Beating 10 guys.
Got no Ian Poulter this week.
Nope.
What about Stinson? Is Stinson playing this week? For some reason, I want to say he is. I mean, he's won the Open here. I mean, you would think that he's going to be playing. Let's see. Is Stinson going to be playing here?
I'm looking too.
I think, yeah, he is. Of course he is. $6,200. So make a note, Dan. I mean, that
right.
could be a game changer. It also could not be a game changer, but Stinson's sitting at, where are you? I mean, I just had the guy, finished T27 this week. His best finish is a T8. And, yeah, so I don't know what that means for us. He and Phil battled this thing out at Royal Troon in 2016. So I don't know. I think, wasn't that the year that he became like all the talk was he was hitting that Diablo 3-wood all the way around the course, just banging it around, that golfing his ball, Callaway Diablo 3-wood, just banging it around the course with that strong 3-wood.
Yeah.
Who are we? Are we missing anyone? I mean, what about Dickie Bland? I mean, shouldn't Dickie be shouldn't they be offering him a little hey, why don't you get out here and play?
I think
I
so.
mean,
Why wouldn't they? Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah. They should definitely be doing that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Who else I didn't see? I may have overlooked him, but I didn't see Daly here. All right, so we'll talk more about the LIV players as we get into the Open. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Let me rephrase that. Is there anything else that we shouldn't talk about that we're gonna talk about before we get to the Open Championship?
I don't think so. Let's see. What else was out there this week? Let me check the old Twitter and see if we're missing any headlines here.
Oh, Dick Simmons, rest in peace.
Oh, that rest in peace. That's sad, right?
Dick Simmons, rest in peace.
Brooks is playing games with the Spaniards wearing a Europe jersey. You saw that,
right? I did see it. I don't know if that really did anything for me. I kind of just moved on past that. It's what have you done for me lately, BK?
We talked heavily last week about the Ryder Cup.
We did.
And there was one guy that was interviewed this last week that wasn't exactly happy about it. Did you see the comments?
Does it start with a E and end with an ack?
Stuart Sink.
Oh, no, I didn't see. No, I missed that. What
disappointed not to get the Ryder Cup captaincy. Disappointed. Yep. I'm American. I'm a U.S. fan. I'm going to root for him. Disappointed he didn't get the nod to be the captain.
Is he going to accept his position as the vice captain?
If they offered to him, I think Stewart's a great guy, right? So I mean, he's not going to hold grudges or anything, but he was honest that it hurt a little bit. Yeah.
Everybody that we've talked to said they have given him high marks as his upstandingness.
Yeah.
So allegedly. What about ZJ? I haven't heard ZJ piping off about anything. Have we seen anything, or is he tucked his tail?
I think he's just yelling at fans. He yells at fans every once in a while.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's not afraid to yell at a fan.
Yeah.
I
have not heard anything. I haven't heard anything from him. No.
He's not afraid to yell and swear at a fan for talking a little shit about him mucking up his captaincy.
Yep.
Captaincy.
Now, the other thing is Keegan said that he will not be playing politics as he picks his team. I'm going to have the 12 best players on the team. I don't care where they play.
I did see that. I did see that for sure. No, so speaking of, since we're not going to talk anymore about LIV, so let's talk about
LIV
right now. Let's talk about that right now. So we would agree. We would agree that Bryson DeChambeau is 100% on the team.
He's going to get on with the points. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Koepka, oddly enough, is next in line, but I don't think he'll be there points wise. Do you think Koepka gets? Does he get a nod?
I think he should. I think he's better than some of the other guys on the U.S. side. Right.
I mean, what if you got Hotel Clark and Max Homa and Brooks Koepka? Are you leaning hard into Brooks Koepka?
I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Bold strategy.
Yeah. I mean, now, hey, Hotel had a good week last week, but I don't think the field at the Scottish was that difficult. There's a lot of guys like Scottie and those that sat it out, we'll see how he does this week. It's major conditions, and so far this year, he has not played well in major conditions. So if he can bounce back, I'm rooting for him. But at this point, he hasn't shown us much this year.
Anybody else on
the old lever
on LIV? Yeah, I mean, I don't really. Sorry, HUD, it's not going to be you. Bubba Watson, no chance. HB3, nope. Pat Perez, I mean, maybe if you hadn't cut the pony, but nope. Nobody wants a quitter. Phil, nope.
The only one would be Gooch. We talked about Gooch. I mean, if he has a good year this year,
Gooch could be. Let's speak of it. Since we're not talking about LIV anymore, let's what's Gooch done over there? We haven't seen him in a while. Gooch is struggling as of late. T45, T42, T15. He's ranked 14th and amongst the
Yeah, so
boys.
he needs to have a good year. If he has the type of year he had last year, and you can say the same about Wyndham, right? If Wyndham had the type of year he had last year, of course he'd be on the Ryder Cup team, but he just hasn't had it this year. Neither is Gooch. But if Gooch bounces back and has his next 12 months are great, I think he deserves to be on. But that's a big if. Yeah, I'm
It's
just
big.
saying he has potential. He has potential to do it.
Well, I mean, you're not going to get to see a whole lot of him, right? I mean,
No,
outside of LIV, I don't know that he's really playing in anything else.
no, he needs to win some live events. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, what else you got for me? I'm anxious. I want to talk. I want to
You
talk
want to
about
talk?
the
You want to talk
Open.
open? Let's talk open. Let's
I
go.
do, but you ready?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Royal Troon. The last time they hosted this tournament here, 2016. It was the battle of the big boys. Henrik Stenson and Phil Mickelson coming down the stretch, and Stenson gets it done. Let's see if there's any notable names here in that played here in 2016. Garcia, I guess he's not really notable because he's not in the field. T5. McIlroy, T5. Tyrrell Hatton, T5. Dustin Johnson. He's got to be in the field, right? T9. Gary Woodland, T12. Griot, T12. Who else? Keegan Bradley, T18. Finau was T18.
Yeah, he's in there. Yeah.
Uh,
$7,100 for DJ.
Rosie, T22. Jason Day, T22. Jordan Spieth, T30. Doesn't bode well for him. Darren Clark. If we got to miss the cut, we should definitely take Darren Clark to miss the cut. Who else is down here?
Let's take a look.
Let's see. Let's see what the cut missers, if we got anybody notable. No. John Daly. John Daly's another one. We should take a miscut if offered.
Yeah.
Ernie Els, potentially a miscut if offered. Vijay Singh. So I was leaning a little towards Louis Oosthuizen, and he missed a cut here in 2016. I don't know that his game's gotten any better necessarily. Who else is down? David Duval was a WD. Who else we got here? Anybody? Billy Horschel missed a cut. Ooh, that might be a favorable one. He missed the cut last week too. Tommy Fleetwood missed the cut here.
Mm-hmm. I don't see it yet.
Now, granted, that was what 8 years ago. So I mean, I don't know. Can we hang our hat on something that happened 8 years ago? I'm not telling you. I'm not giving you these stats for you to hang your hat on it, Dan. I'm giving this so you can use it as part of your
Exactly.
tools to pick another winner.
Exactly.
And I hope you do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's head over to our friends at FantasyNational.com. Before we do so, what do we par 71? It's gonna play. Where are we playing this at? I think we're just over 7,000 yards. Yeah, we're 7,100. And yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see a completely different golf tournament this week than what we saw last week at the Scottish Open.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, let's start at the top, man. One Scottie Scheffler has decided to make an appearance, and we all know what happens when Scottie Scheffler shows up at a golf tournament, Dan. Generally speaking,
he wins.
He wins. He's one of those guys.
One of those guys.
Scottie's performance at Open Championships, I would say, have not been Well, they haven't been the best. They haven't been Scottie-esque. T23, T21, and T8 the last 3 years. And I think we can reflect a little bit on. I mean, weather is definitely gonna be a factor. But if we just want to talk course setup, I mean, we can kind of go back to the U.S. Open at Pinehurst, where one Scottie Scheffler finished T41. Not his best stuff
No.
at a links style golf course here in the United States.
No, it's not.
Nowhere near, by the way, nowhere near Harry Potter World, which is also in North Carolina. Harry Potter Village. Harry Potter Village. But do you know who I do like?
Bryson DeChambeau.
Boy, do I. Boy, do I.
All right. Do you want to lock it in? Let's lock it in.
Boy, do I. Let's well, do you really want? I mean, that's expensive.
Okay.
Here's what I do think. I think let's pencil him in for now. If we've got a Bryson DeChambeau projected ownership is 10%, by the way.
Yeah, that's nothing.
I'm loving that. And what did Bryson do here last year? T60, T8, T33. I don't know. Not probably not everything that we're looking for, but I mean it's not horrible. It's not horrible. What about player of the year? Bryson DeChambeau. If he wins, if he were to come out victorious at Royal Troon, winning the Open Championship. Just sit back for a minute and think about this. Bryson DeChambeau wins the U.S. Open. Bryson DeChambeau also wins the Open Championship.
It's strong.
Strong. Pretty strong. It's pretty.
And he wins YouTube Player of the Year.
And he does win YouTube Player of the Year. I mean, they may have to give him the piff, even though they don't want to give him the piff.
Exactly.
All right, so I've inked him in. Now we got some serious
firepower right here.
Well, I mean, we might as well drop to the bottom and start picking now because so here's the other
all right.
Well, hold on. Here's the alternative. Let me throw a few other names at you that I'm I'm kind of hung up on this week. By the way, so far, the projected favorites. This is from an ownership. I shouldn't say that. The ownership, highest ownership percentages so far. It looks like you've got Rory McIlroy and Collin Morikawa sitting at a tie. And of which I'm not surprised. And a close third is Scottie Scheffler, followed by Tyrrell Hatton. Tony Finau's up there too. So let me throw some names at you. You tell me where you want to go.
Okay.
So I like all those that I just laid out there. I don't think we're really going to be able to afford them, or we're going to have to drop Bryson and we're going to have to look elsewhere, which I'm totally fine with. We could go Bryson in just as a bet, straight out bet. I'd be good with that and not throwing him in the mix of our DraftKings lineup. What about, how do you feel about Cam Smith at 89?
He has not been playing well on LIV this year.
Well, I know what you're saying. So you say no? I mean, he's an open player.
I know.
He likes these. He T33. He obviously won in 22. T33, T20. All right, so if we're not going to go there, Finau ownership's high. However,
playing good golf.
He's playing good.
Yeah, I like that.
Tom Kim, T2 last year.
I like Tom Kim too. Which one do you like better?
I think we go Tom Kim just from an I say from an ownership. Let me make sure. Let me make sure that
16 versus 20 for Finau.
So is it a Tom Kim move? I think it's
Tom
a Tom
Kim?
Kim move.
Yeah,
I think it's
Tom
a
Kim.
Tom Kim.
Just finished 15th last week, finished second at Travelers. Yeah, let's do it. All right.
What are we gonna do with Jocko?
Well, how's his history been here?
Well, I can tell you his history in the Opens, not so great. You would think he would play a little better here. I would think so. But cut T53, T59, and missed cut. So probably not not a heavy lean.
Now, he was T39 at the PGA, and then
Yep.
he was T22 at the Masters. So this year. So for $1,700, that's pretty strong, major finishes.
Well, what if we roll down to $7,500?
Okay.
A gentleman who loved the Open, loved him links courses.
Let's do it.
And Cameron Young, T8, and finished second behind Cam Smith.
Yep, and he was T6 at the Rocket. He was T9 at Travelers, T67 at the U.S. Open, T50 at Memorial, but 10.8% ownership. So I like it a lot. Yep.
I like it a lot too. We're really on the same page today. I like this.
I think we are. I think we are.
I felt like we were on the same page last week, and I think it paid off. We're thinking alike. We got it channeled.
What about Harman?
It's hard to say no.
I mean, past champion, $7,600. 13.9% ownership. T21 at the Scottish last week. T9 at Travelers, which was the term before that, and then the U.S. Open T21. I mean, that's pretty strong for $7,600.
All right. Well, let's put him in and take a look. Let's put him in and see what we what they hand us back.
And then you got Aaron Rai down there.
Ooh, I don't even need to look. I say yay to Aaron Rai.
All right. Leaves us one player.
If we can get a good number on him too at for like a T10, I think that's a pull. Okay, so we got $7,800 left. So some interesting things that happened last week. Where did he finish? I thought Connors finished pretty high last week.
He did.
And I know he finished T10 last week. And ownership can't be high.
14.8.
Could okay, higher than what I thought it was going to be. How does Connors says he fare T52, T28, T15? Okay, not the greatest. Are we totally out on D? We're going to talk through some more of these after we get a lineup set. Sepp Straka at $7,100 is kind of interesting to me. He finished T2 last year. I mean, Sepp's playing pretty good. Sepp's playing great golf.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing good.
Yeah, go ahead.
He missed the cut at Scottish last week. You said T61 at John Deere, T23 Travelers, T56 U.S. Open, and T5 at Memorial. So, I mean, decent golf, yeah. And you got Oshke down there.
We do. Let's look at I want to look at something. Let's look at some let's get down in the affordable range. Corey Connors, T9 at the US Open. I don't know. I'm hung up on that for some reason.
Which one?
We got Brian Harman in, right? We got Cam Young in. Min Woo at 7,400. We got Aaron Ryan. I think that's a solid play. Are you what about Davis Thompson?
$6,900.
T46 at the Genesis.
Yep.
One John Deere, one Rocket Mortgage, T9 at the US Open. And if you look at his stats across the board, solid, very solid.
T2 at Rocket, but yeah.
What did I say?
Well, you said you won it.
It won John Deere, sorry.
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
You said, don't worry about it. It's fine. I know what you meant.
South America or South Africa? Where are we going? I mean,
Davis Thompson is from South America.
The other option is, what about we don't have Sungjae in, do we?
We don't have him been down there yet. No, he's been playing great golf. I mean, this is Sungjae. This is Sungjae from like 2020.
I'm telling you, this is he's chasing me down to get a photo.
Yeah, it's T4 at Scottish, T12 John Deere, T3 Travelers, missed the cut at the U.S. Open, and then T8 Memorial. Now he's high owned, 17.9.
Well, he should be.
He should be playing great golf.
I mean, it. What did he play? So T20 last year, T81 in 22. It's kind of a coin flip for me. I guess if we take our normal path forward, I guess we kind of got to lean into the lowest ownership, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what about Bobby Mack? What are we doing with him? Is he going to be hung over? I mean, he's young enough. Even I, Dan, can break 100 on a hungover day.
I know.
And I'm no professional.
I know. He's $7,700, 9% or 9 is the model rank, 6.9% owned, so really low owned. One RBC Canada, T16 at Travelers, a couple missed cut at Rocket and the US Open. Great golf. I think off the tee, 19th shapes up well. The approach at 99 is a little bit lower, but still not terrible. And then third in putting. So yeah, he's strong, man.
He's third, but he was making some shit yesterday he was making some stuff at the Scottish raining, windy, cold, like that. I mean, I don't.
That's how Collin won.
I'm on your side.
At the Open.
I'm on your side here.
You got to be hot.
Well, do we drop Bryson and do we pick up
who else is like one of the best putters in the world? Cam Smith. Cam Smith.
Well, okay. Yeah. Which we don't have in a lineup.
No, I'm just saying like when they're hot, right? So Mac's hot right now. So that usually plays to an advantage. Like at the Open especially.
Where are we going?
We can put Mac in there.
Is it too much? Or is he gonna rebound? I mean, he's still in Scotland.
He's still in Scotland. And he's from Scotland.
I know. All right. Is it Bobby Mack?
I think let's put him in. Let's look at it. Anybody you want to remove? You got tisk. So Rye is not leaving. Young's not leaving.
That's a better way to look at it. So let me re-ask your question. Who in our lineup has no chance to win the Open Championship?
I don't think any of them. I think they all can win.
I do too. I guess that was a quick answer to we're not removing anybody, but I should have probably said who can't make top 20 here, who can't make top 10, who can't win the tournament, and I think everybody here can win the tournament. And Aaron Rye, I mean he wears those 2 gloves, so if it's raining, it's already at an advantage.
Yeah, Aaron 2 gloves. Aaron 2 like a mobster.
I think we lock him in.
Lock him in. I like it. Looks good. All right. Let's do some bets.
Let's hold on. Let me get to let's one and done. This is a big deal, Dan.
Oh yeah, big deal. One and done.
I mean, this could actually save the podcast.
It could.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to tell. Well, I mean, I've been talking all year about how I'm saving Cam Young.
Yep.
Saving Cam Young.
Yep.
Now, just because I've saved Cam Young doesn't mean that I have to use Cam Young. But let me throw some other names out at you that I've got that we could go. And I'll start at the top as their world golf rank. WGR if you were a pro, that's what you know
WGR.
Well, that's why you're the professional here. So I have Ludvig Aberg available.
Not bad. Bad Sunday though.
Not a good Sunday. Not a good Sunday. A little choke fest going on there.
Mhm.
I got Hotel Clark available.
Mm, mm.
I have Jon Rahm available. You know who's going to play Jon Rahm in their one and done? Nobody. Nobody. But I could play him.
You could play him.
I could play him. We got Maximilian Homa. We have Tony Finau,
Mm,
Tom Kim,
mm.
Russell Henley. Here's I'm not going to read through the list. I'm going to give you some interesting people that I think Tyrrell Hatton
Hmm.
has been on a little bit of a tear, and he's been playing good over at LIV.
Hmm.
What's Hatton priced at?
$9,500.
He's a wee bit up here.
Hmm.
Um,
Which means that they really like him. If he's priced at 9,500 and he plays on Live, that's saying something. He's playing damn good golf.
T26 at the U.S. Open and T20, T11, miscut, T6, and T51 in his previous 5 showings at an Open Championship. So
T9 at the
that's
Masters this year.
T9. Yeah,
Hmm.
playing good. Playing good.
Hmm.
Who else we got in here? Sungjae is available. Or do you think I got to stick with Cam Young, don't I?
I think you saved him. Now, I mean, do you like Golf Jesus? Do you still have him?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. He's
Cam
been
Young it is.
he didn't play that good last week either. He
T34. Yeah.
little dicey. So all right, yeah. So Cam Young, I mean I saved him. I had a strategy coming into this thing. For those out there that may have other options, or they may be playing in multiple one and dones. Here's who I've got available. I got Ludvig again, Wyndham Clark,
Hmm.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Mm.
Who else we got here? We got Brian Harman. We got Thigala. I'm sure we've got Aaron Rye. We've got Hatton again. Cam Young again. I feel like I got to hedge a little bit on some things, so I don't know that we want to double down on Cam Young. Here's what I'm thinking is we got Ludvig. We got so we're not going to have another chance to play Bryson
That's what I'm thinking.
in the one and all right.
When you said those names, I was like, let's play Bryson because you can't play him again.
Hey, done.
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 Yeah.
See how easy that is?
Yep.
Done.
Done. All
All
right.
right, let's talk through some bets.
Let's talk through some bets. Who do you
What do
like
you got?
for
Outrights?
yeah, outrights? Who do you think's down marker that
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what you can do at Fantasy National? You can flip over here, and I can go to. Oh, remind me to talk about the Tahoe Open, by the way.
okay. Bobby Max plus for what do you think
Yes.
about Aaron Rye at plus 5,500 for a win?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Okay. Let me tell you. Let's see. Who don't I like? I don't like Scheffler at 550. I don't
No.
like Rory at 800. Ludvig at 14. No. Xander. I mean,
Bryson?
Bryson at 16.
What is he? What's he priced at? Let me see. Hold on.
I've got him at 1600.
1,600. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, people are like plus 1600. Who's betting that shit? Well, give it a few weeks here and wait till you get the football season and get plus 1600 on somebody.
Exactly.
Good luck.
Good luck on that.
Let's see. Bobby Max at 33.
I think I already bet Cam Young for the thing at plus 6,000.
Yeah, I hope you did. I hope you did. Who did I say earlier? I said Aaron Rye. Can you get Aaron Rye to T10 or better?
Oh yeah, well we just took him for a win, but yeah, hold on. He was at 6,000, wasn't he? Yeah, 5,500 for a top 10 plus 450.
I mean, I mean, if you want to win, plus money.
Yep, there you go. All right, let's do some matchups. Let's see. All right, matchups. Here we go.
Who we got over Scottie? Who we got over Scottie?
Over Scottie, you want that one first? What do we have over Scottie?
You know what they say in the biz? Don't bet against Scottie Scheffler.
All right, so Scottie's group is Scottie, Rory, Schauffele, Ludvig, and Bryson. That's a tough category.
What's the bet? Can you bet like Scottie loses?
You can you just
Scottie
bet
versus
bet who's
field?
who's gonna finish the best.
Oh, I think you can take Bryson.
Let's take Bryson. At plus 550. It's not bad.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
We got a different Bryson, by the way. This
We
is
do.
we just saw it at the U.S. Open. A completely different Bryson.
Oh, I think we shit. Tough one. I was gonna say this one looks easy, but it's Tom Kim, Sungjae, Cam Young, Fitzpatrick, and Justin Thomas. Cam Young.
Well, I know who we're not taking.
I know who we're not taking. I think there's too many good ones in there, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, after what we just did, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't. I think we can. I think we can dig a little deeper.
Yeah. All right. Morikawa, Fleetwood, Hatton, Rahm, and Hovland.
Morikawa.
He's favored. All right.
I mean, if you want to, if you want to go a little contrarian, I mean, I don't know. Who do you take out of that? Who said it? Is it Fleetwood?
Fleetwood, Morikawa,
Morikawa.
Rahm, Hatton, and Hovland.
I mean, you could probably go Hatton. He's probably down in the back end of the group, right?
Yep.
I mean, if you wanted to throw the old bones around, I mean, you could take a little Hatton action.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Let's do it. Let's do it. So I bet two in that category. So I hedge it a little bit here. All right. Last one. How about let's do this one. You'll like this one. Yeah. Koepka, Lowry, MacIntyre, Cantlay, Cam Smith.
I it may shock you.
Mm.
I mean, I'm almost thinking Cantlay.
Cantlay. Yeah, I was thinking Cantlay. I like Cantlay, and the thing is just a little bit pricey, but yeah, I mean, I thought Cantlay was good.
Yeah, I don't know. He withdrew from. I don't know. I don't know if he was really injured or if he just was like I don't want to play golf today. But I think I like Cantlay in that mix up.
Big guns versus the field, and the big guns this week are Scheffler, McIlroy, and Aberg. Oberg.
Give me the field.
Pick
Give
the
me
field.
Give me the field.
All right. Let's see what else we got here.
What about top Asian player? Can we go? Somebody did respond and they said we should always have an Asian themed comment on our show. And not mentioning any names.
Who you like? So we got top Asian would be out of Tom Kim, Hideki, Sungjae, Siwoo, Benon.
Yeah, that's far enough. Is that in order?
It's far enough. Yes, it's in order.
Is that in order?
Mm-hmm.
And Tom Kim's favored?
Mm-hmm.
And followed by Hideki or Sungjae?
Hideki, then Sungjae, then Siwoo, then Benon.
I mean, for me, I think it's either between Kim and M. What's the point? What's the spread?
Plus 350 for Kim, plus 450 for M.
Oh, so it doesn't matter.
No, it's 100. It's 100 points.
But well, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's 350 or 2200.
No.
Yeah. I think it's Tom Kim for me.
Okay.
But you may see it different, Dan. We don't have to agree on everything.
I like the odds. All right. I think we're good, right?
I think we're good.
Good
week. Lots of early this is quickly becoming, outside of Masters Week, this might be my second favorite 2 weeks of the year. I love this. I love the attention. The PGA Tour could take notes, actually. I love the attention that the Scottish Open has brought to the game of golf. I feel like the Scottish Open, I feel like they're growing the game globally.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't, what just happened on the PGA Tour. at the John Deere and the Rocket Mortgage. I don't. I mean, did that grow the game globally? I don't think so.
I was thinking about this year, recently because the Wimbledon was on, right? And you got Djokovic and all them. And I think maybe we talked about this last week, but like what tennis does compared to what the PGA Tour does, right? So
Yeah.
tennis they go to Australia, then they go to the French, then they go to the Wimbledon, and then they go to the US Open. So it's all in these different, areas of the world. And then in between that, they're playing in those areas of the world, right? Whereas like the PGA, this is like the only time the PGA Tour goes somewhere else, right?
Ish.
The
Yeah.
Scottish
Yeah.
in this, that's
Yeah.
it, and it's just
Yeah.
Europe for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
no wonder tennis is so much more popular than golf.
I mean, I guess if you wanted to say the President's Cup and or the Ryder, so the President's Cup, you get a little exposure there every other year,
Yeah,
and the Ryder Cup. But to your point, you're just back to Europe,
yeah,
so there you have it. And yeah, that's I mean, if that's kind of, I mean, LIV's kind of doing that, right? I mean, they're kind of taking that model, whether it's Formula One or tennis, soccer, right? I
hmm
mean, they're kind of making the Olympics, oddly
yep,
enough.
yep,
I mean, they're kind of bouncing around and doing their thing. So yeah, I mean, I think I think that is that's that's what growing the game globally looks like.
yep,
And I mean, it's the Professional Golfers Association. It's not the Professional Golfers of America.
right.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, lost place for sure. What else is happening? What else we got?
Well, what'd you think about? Did you watch the men's final for Wimbledon?
I did. I thought that was I don't know, is the knee brace kind of holding him back?
Yeah, that's where well,
Uh,
he's getting old though. He's like 38
I
or
know.
something.
Did I see that was the biggest age differential in
May have been.
in the I think it was, and it was like 15 years plus.
Yeah.
That was the biggest age differential in a Wimbledon. I don't remember if it was Wimbledon or I may have been entertaining some guests.
Oh,
Shocking.
nice. Good.
But I did see that pop up allegedly.
Yeah.
So I thought it was good. I mean, I'm kind of glad to see somebody else making a
Oh,
name.
yeah.
Somebody, yeah, it's good to see some new blood kind of. And I mean, even though that this is back-to-back Wimbledon championships for him, right?
I think so. Yeah.
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 So I guess it's not technically new blood, but it is a different name, a name that people probably wouldn't recognize.
They're
If
getting
they're
ready
not,
to because he just won the French too, right? So
I know, yeah. Well, we might have a Grand Slam coming up.
yeah,
Well, I guess, yeah, yeah,
pretty strong. Pretty
career
strong.
grand. Yeah. So, what's her name? Fazoli's, Pazzoli,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was a little disheart. We were pulling for her, and she couldn't get it done. She just got she
The
got beat up
Italian
out
couldn't
there.
get it done. Yeah, she got
She
beat up. They both got
she
beat
got
up
beat
out
up.
there. Yeah,
They did. They got beat up.
it's a little rough out there. A little rough out there, but all good. That was a fun one. And then they're on now to the hard court season. So we'll see what happens with Joker if he can compete in that, or if the knee's the issue, or if I mean it's hard courts. That's fast
Well,
tennis right there. So
if you're having a rough time on
yeah.
clay or grass, and
Hmm.
then you go to the hard court, that's
Hmm.
a whole different
Hmm.
impact that's coming their way, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. So we got that going on. I don't know, just summer, right? Any more trips coming up?
any more trips? Yeah, I think so. Where are we playing? We're playing at Indian Hills next week. That's
Mm,
local.
okay.
So we'll have a chance to play Indian Hills Country Club. Was supposed to be going to Bentry and had a little what do they call it in the biz? I had a little hang up. Has a little scheduling conflict there. So
Mm.
had to reschedule that one. Where are we going? Pinehurst and Tobacco Road.
Oh, Martha.
Martha,
Okay. All right.
get ready, Martha.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and start pre-gaming now. So we'll be up there in a few weeks. Supposed to be heading to I can't say that one out loud yet. That's
Okay.
gotta get a nod on that one before I say it out loud. Allegedly I'll be down in South Florida
Oh.
in a few weeks getting a round or two in. So
Oh. Go
we'll
see
I
Patry.
the other side of South Florida.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes, yeah. But I probably should go see one Tom Patry. If I were on the West Coast, he's gone this time of year anyway.
He probably
He's
is. He's up north.
he's
He's up
he's
north.
in
Yeah.
PA and
Hmm.
PA. Hmm. Hmm. Or maybe he's in Jersey or Long Island, one of those places. So yeah, so got a few things in the old hopper, getting ready to partake. How about you? Oh, I know what I want to do. I mentioned it earlier, but you absolutely avoided you acted like I didn't even say anything.
No. Talk about hot dogs again.
So let's just say you're sitting at a bar.
Oh no.
Some
These are
and
just
somebody's
random.
and somebody strolls in,
Mm.
and let's just say you're sitting at a bar in North Carolina. Somebody strolls in
Could be Georgia. It
and
could be Georgia too.
it's oh, fancy meeting you here. Um, did you know that there's a Harry Potter village in North Carolina?
In Asheville.
I had no idea. I mean, and by the way, I'm not against Harry Potter. Are you against Harry Potter?
No, I don't really have much to say about Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
I mean,
No.
I didn't. Yeah, I mean, where I grew up, we weren't allowed to read. Well, we weren't allowed to read in general, not just those kind of books. We just could. And when I say we weren't allowed to read, I mean it's like I'm staring at these things you call letters, and they're not making any sense. So I'll just hold the book and flip pages. That's so. Um, I had no idea. Not against it. I don't know, and I couldn't name a movie. I could name a few characters, I think, just
Hmm.
because of like I've maybe called people by characters because they might have resembled said characters, and I've looked them
Hmm.
up in
Yeah.
the old Google.
Hmm.
But I had no idea that you guys were so into mythical places up over there.
Well, yeah, that town is kind of very hippie and
Hippies. What do you got
whimsical.
against
Whimsical.
what do you got against hippies?
I don't have anything against hippies.
What are they doing? What do you
They got that drum circle going now.
what do you do? What are you doing when you're in Asheville, Dan?
You join drum circles.
Yeah, we go to Harry Potter Village.
Throw beads,
we throw spells at people.
throw spells, use our wand.
Use their wands.
Yeah, I haven't been to that. Well, how long is it there for?
I don't know. I mean, it's there forever. It's permanent.
Is
It's
it
a
really?
thing. Yes.
I
Yeah.
thought it was just
No,
passing through.
this ain't no damn carnival. No, this is like a legitimate thing. Now, again, I haven't been there. It just popped up and it said Asheville. But now I think when people say Asheville, sometimes it could be like it could be in Black Mountain, or I mean, it could be in a suburb. Even though I don't know that Asheville is a big enough city to have a suburb, but it
Yeah,
could be in a surrounding town or city, which
yeah,
I guess is called a suburb.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be on my list when I get up to when I get back to Asheville between booze tasting, and I don't know if there's any time for sorcery up there. I got a short attention span for the sorcery stuff. I don't trust it.
There you go. You watching anything new on the TV?
Am I watching
Just
any of
Mayor
that? No, no,
Kingstown.
nothing new. Kingstown and the Bear. Kingstown, and I'm consuming them slowly
Me too.
because there's nothing else to watch, and
Mm-mm.
I don't want it to run. Well, I guess the Mayor of Kingstown, you can only consume that once a week,
Yeah,
but the Bear,
I'm
you
not.
could.
I'm not caught up on the Kingstown one either, though. Is it good this season?
I thought it was great. Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I don't know what's going on. And it confuses. I mean, every time I see that Renner dude on there, like I'm looking for, like, I don't know what somebody, I've never seen an image of someone that got ran over by a Zamboni. But I have seen the ice after the Zamboni runs over it.
No.
And it
Okay.
takes
Good.
it takes a few layers off. I'm just saying. So I don't know if this is like a that, I mean, they're covering up for something. I'm not sure, but what I do know is he looks normal to me. I don't notice any difference.
Mm.
And
Watch your ear.
I'm sitting. What's your ear, Creek? And I'm sitting far enough back to where it's not, my vision isn't even clouded.
Mm.
So I don't know. I'm a little confused as to what happened.
So should we come back on maybe on Thursday and do a little maybe first round or something? Actually, I guess we could do it during maybe like the earlier part of the day a little bit, maybe.
What do you want to do? Like 4 a.m.,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
4:30?
mean, yeah, I mean they finish up, but what
A
time they finish up?
little coffee golf.
3 o'clock in the afternoon they finish up?
Yeah, we could we could probably work that out. We could probably work out a little tweener,
Yeah.
little first round. See how you're doing. I mean, we may have some more bets. Dude, you know what we should do? We should come back. We could do it. We do a showdown lineup for Friday.
Oh, let's do a showdown for Friday. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, here's to the last major of the year.
There you
And
go.
speaking of, what are we going to do after this? I mean, isn't golf officially over after the Open Championship?
I think it pretty much is over. At least at least to the ones that really care about the events. So we got the playoffs.
Playoffs. I see whiskey and wieners in our future.
I
That's
think
all
I
I
do
know.
too.
That's all
I think
know.
Jay will sanction that right now.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
hey, here's to putting a little moolah in your pocket.